Hey, good morning. I am broadcasting this to my personal Facebook page as well as to Mel Robbins 5 Second Rule group. It's been a habit I've been doing for several months, but see, today is Thursday the 26th. I keep getting the dates mixed up. I think a lot of us do. Definitely unprecedented times, changing by the day. I come on here and I always say the same thing. I come on here to be accountable to myself, and that's never been more true than now because I want to talk about something pertaining to that, about mindset, especially in these times. You know, like the Wayne Dyer quote that I have quoted, put on there, it's that we're all one universal consciousness, whether or not you want to believe that. And it's really important to note that none of us have the absolute answer, and none of us are the absolute everything. However, like I said, I come on here to be accountable to myself, but also hopefully to encourage and influence other people. And it started out with wanting to make changes for the better for your life, to do your best, to be your best, to be the most loving, most successful, happy person. And so now it's translated into being mindful in a time of, worldwide panic, so to speak. So what's the best way to handle that? A lot of people feel that it's best to be fearful and embrace and tell everybody and be informed and all this stuff. It's not really absolutely true. It's definitely the easiest, the path of least resistance to buckle down and just give up. You may not see it that way, but sometimes when we share information of gloom and doom and despair to other people, it comes off that way. So, I'm just as much of a, probably more sensitive than most, you might say, I might say. So it's important for me to maintain a positive mindset. So I come on here every day and tell you, don't look at the news, don't read the news, don't listen to other people, don't look at your phone. And the only reason for that is because you need to be in charge of what you take in. And sometimes if you're the type of person, and it's funny because we discover ourselves, different parts of ourselves every day, don't we? If you're the kind of person that it does respond immediately to something that may be fear-based, it just means that you're the type of person that's perceptive to certain things that you hear, and you react in a certain way, whether naturally or intentionally. So I'm saying be intentional. That's what I mean. Wake up with intention. And if you have trouble waking up, which sometimes I do, especially when I've got a lot on the mind, you got to force yourself, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but also you have to force yourself to just stop and think when something comes to you and before you react. So that's why for a lot of people, and me especially, and it works, and this is not just me, this is all of the gurus, all of the people that are that talk about positive mindset and success and how to be your very best. We all have this, we assume other people are exactly like we are. They're not. Not everybody may be as resilient and as strong and is able to just brush things off or blow things over or just get past it or let them go as the other guy. So be sensitive to that. I'm trying to be. I'm coming on here to be accountable to myself. By saying these things, I am not expressing my opinion how you should read it. I am just saying this is what works for me, and it may work for you by power of suggestion, by leading in for an example, by example. So sometimes, like when I first wake up, I'm not completely awake. And so if the first things that I hear is something negative, like, oh, you know what? We're all gonna die in a month. How does that make you feel? It's like, why bother even doing anything? And on the other hand, you see these people that are not taking this whole thing seriously. They're thinking, oh, it's just gonna pass as a government conspiracy. That's why plugging into people like Mel Robbins, Hal Elrod, all of the mindset gurus that are speaking about it now, they're not sugarcoating it. They're saying, listen, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be really blunt and tell you, not true. Our government has not taken the proper precautions, and now we have to pay the price. There are still people in Florida swimming, and there's still kids that are interacting with each other. There's still people that are absolutely being stupid. They're spreading this thing, not being tested till you have symptoms. Bullshit. That is the problem. We are ignorant. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is going to harm us. So do what you can because you know the truth. You're on here. You know the truth. The truth is do what's being told before it becomes a military thing to where they're forcing people to stay home. But we need to stop this or slow the spread because it's happening already. One of my mentors just this morning on the call, her father probably has it. My own kids have been exposed to it. I mean, it's happening. It's not a matter of how serious the actual virus is. It's how serious it is to those that it will, end up killing. And it's how serious it is how the hospitals are going to be overwhelmed with people if we don't do anything. It's not even if, it's starting to happen. But I'm not meaning to be fearful or anything. I'm trying to say those two things that I had said yesterday, and that's hope and concern. So always have hope. Always know that if we do our part and we think positively, and that's huge, mindset is huge. If we think positively, that's going to go so far. It's not a Pollyanna, think positive and it'll go away. Law of attraction, I want a Mercedes, I'm going to get one. It's not exactly like that at all. But the power of a positive mindset, looking for hope, it's always going to be the best to do that. So I'm just advocating, stay positive, know the facts, don't be consumed by them, and do your part. Tell those people that are ignorant that, sorry, but you're contributing to something really bad by ignoring this and by poo-pooing it off. So at the same time, don't just blast bad news to people without some sort of hope or solution. Please, because that's not helping. Sharing information that doesn't have another side to it. Hey, we can do our best if we do our part, or here's some hope and inspiration. Here's what people are doing to stay connected. All these things are hopeful and they give people hope. And so if you're going to be providing statistics, also provide the fact that we are all connected. We are all able to help each other in our own ways. All we need to do is plug in and stay positive and love and live. Love and live, love and live. You know how to do that, right? So do what you can. And like I said, if you're going to spread statistics, please also spread some hope and some faith. And you don't realize probably when you do that, what a negative effect when it brings people down. I can't see your faces right now, but at the same time, look, I'm smiling. It's not fake. It's just that I know that somewhere in there you can find a way to turn that around into hope, right? So do your part. Be kind to other people, especially to yourself, and most especially to the people that you love, that you know are sensitive to this sort of thing. And we will all come through this. All right. Have a great day and full of love. All right.